Hey, Professor Osborne. Today I'm teaching the class how to make grilled cheese. One of my favorite recipes. Anytime you're headed home on a late weekend night, you can just head home and butter up some bread and put it on the griddle, let it heat up and get that gooey cheese to course through your stomach. First we're going to start off by buttering our bread very generously. Some people prefer more, some people prefer less. It just comes down to person. But I and most people in this room prefer more. So I'm going to be generous. After you've got your bread buttered, I pre-buttered this one, you're going to want to take your 2 slices of cheese that you've already taken out. Want to unwrap these. And as you're doing this, when you set it down, you want to make sure you set it on top of the plastic so it doesn't get on the table and pick up any dirt, grime, or anything that could have been sitting around. Take your second slice, do the same thing, but set it on top of the other slice of cheese this time. And now what you're going to do is take one of your slices of bread, put it face down onto the 400-degree griddle. Take your cheese, set it right in the middle, and then you take your other slice of bread and put it on top. Now you're going to let this sit here for about a minute-ish. It just depends on how hot your griddle is. Over time you can tell whenever you try and flip it with a spatula that when you hit the bottom, if it gives very much, then you know it's not ready. It should be firm. Today we don't have a spatula, so in turn I'm going to be using a butter knife that I rinsed off and a plastic butter knife to flip it. Right now you can slightly hear sizzling if you listen. Once you stop hearing sizzling completely, you know it's for sure time to flip it. You don't want to risk burning this. But the longer you put it on, the crispier it becomes. And we're going to do a little tip I say, where you cook where you clean when you cook. So I'm going to take these wrappers and put this butter up so you guys can have something to do or watch while this grilled cheese goes. Now we're going to check and see how it's going. As you can see, it's browning nicely. One side is warmer than the other, which is why you get that slight discoloration. But so far, so good. Right now, we're just going to make the first grilled cheese on video. Afterwards, I'll make some later on. Those won't be shown, but I'm making that for the whole class. We're going to check on how this is going. Not quite done, as you can see. Really white and not crisp. It comes down to preference whether or not you want to put the twisty tie back onto the bread. A lot of people, they prefer the tuck and under method, which I do prefer, but just for the purposes of this video, I am doing the twist method. We'll check up on how the grilled cheese is. Much better, but it could still use a little bit more crisping. Since we put it on such a high heat, 400, it will cook very fast on the outside, but the inside will still be kind of undercooked and chewy. You don't want that with the grilled cheese, you want crispy. And so we'll leave it on a little bit longer now. We'll check this hopefully one last time here. That's much better. Okay. You guys can see the somewhat black going on the top. That's good. You want that. Not too much, but you want that there. And now we'll just let it finish up on the other side. With 2 slices of bread, you guys are getting 140 calories. 2 grams of trans fat, which is 2% of your daily value. Only 6% of your daily sodium. 2 grams of protein. 13 grams of carbohydrates. Now we'll flip this over and see how it's going. Okay, that's good. This is ready to serve. I'll put this on a napkin, bring it up to the camera, and there you go. One grilled cheese sandwich.
Let me taste this.